Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hi, everybody. I am Shane.
And I am Mike. And we are back here on day 2 for part B, celebrating Chinese New Year. Gongxi, 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 新年快乐, yeah, all that stuff. Part B, it's day 2. Not yet. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Today we're going to be eating.
Oh, eating.
Yeah, you get the red envelopes after dinner. So we're at the family dinner today in our dialogue with Vicky, Alan, and their family. And yes, it's time for feasting and food. Are you a fan of Chinese New Year dinner?
I love it.
Do you?
You know, our family, we will oftentimes do potluck.
Ooh, that's a good
style.
idea.
So people will cook special dishes, and we end up, because I'm a foreigner, a lot of people will try to also cook some foreign dishes or something special. Of course, we will have all the normal things that you need to have, like yin gao.
Right.
And what's that long green vegetable?
Oh, yeah, the lucky vegetable. Yep.
And the fish.
Right.
You've got to have.
Some dumplings, some shrimp,
but
maybe.
Then we'll have all
like that.
kinds of different things.
Okay.
And it's always delicious. And
Wonderful.
I always eat until my belly is going to burst.
And then you take a break, watch some TV, and then you come back and eat more.
That's right.
You gotta do that.
Eat.
So that's a great idea. Potluck being a kind of dinner that you can have with your friends or family where each person brings a dish. So you make it at home and then bring it with you. That's a very good idea.
Not a bad one, huh?
I also feel bad because sometimes I feel my wife's mother spends hours, maybe even days getting the food ready.
Yeah.
So if we can help out by bringing a salad or some noodles or whatever, that's a great idea. And of course, it makes the menu more interesting.
Maybe you can mention it. Maybe you guys can
I
start
will.
a new tradition.
I think that's a great tradition because, of course, family dinners are more about being together, having a good time, and eating too much than they are about, fancy food or anything like that.
All right, why don't we get into part B at the family dinner?
I'm already hungry. Vicky and Alan are about to sit down to the family dinner.
Before we eat, Mom asked me to remind you about some things.
Why didn't she tell me herself?
She was busy preparing the fish, radish cake, and everything else.
So, what did she say?
She said to keep your thoughts and comments positive.
All right, so yes, we are, of course, still celebrating Chinese New Year and part B, as we mentioned, at the family dinner.
Yum, yum, yum.
So it's time to eat, and it says there, Vicky and Alan are about to sit down to the family dinner. That's just another way of saying that dinner is about to start and everyone is gathering around the table, very, very hungry, looking forward to this wonderful Chinese New Year family feast.
Yes. Okay, so Vicky begins. Before we eat, Mom asked me to remind you about some things.
Oh, okay.
Alan's needs to be reminded about some things.
All right.
So to remind somebody just means to help somebody remember something, especially something important that they must do.
Thanks for telling me again, so I won't forget.
For example, you could say, I had to remind Jocelyn about the money that she owed me.
She owes you money?
She owes you money too?
I had to remind her last week.
Oh my
That Jocelyn.
She is out of control.
I know. We gotta make sure we never lend her money again. What did she do with all that money?
I think she's buying clothes for Chinese New Year.
Must be lucky red clothes.
Must be.
That must be. So before we find out what Vicky's mom wanted her to remind Alan about, Alan has a question. He says, why didn't she tell me herself? Why are you passing on the message from Mom? Why didn't Mom remind me herself and actually there's a very good reason why Mom wanted Vicky's help.
Do you want me to tell everybody that
I think
reason?
it's a good reason. We need to be really nice to moms on big days like this.
Big days like this.
Yeah.
Because, as Vicky says, she was busy preparing the fish, radish cake, and everything else.
That's right. Not just Mom. Anyone who is doing all the cooking, you should help that person.
Because there could be a dozen
Right.
dishes.
Well, easy.
More. Right?
Absolutely. And the cleaning and being a host and making sure everyone's happy.
All the shopping that you had to do for the food.
Putting all that money in red envelopes.
Exhausting to be Mom.
go.
You know, she doesn't have time to be reminding Alan of things to do.
That's
so she asked Vicky to do.
There you go. That's why Vicky is helping out. So Alan wants to know, so what did she say? What did she want to remind me about?
So Vicky says, she said to keep your thoughts and comments positive.
Keep your thoughts and comments positive.
Keep your thoughts
Okay.
and your comments positive.
That's not what I expected Mom to be reminding him about. I thought she'd say, wear a new shirt or comb your hair before, look nice. or
Clean your room.
Clean your room. There you go.
Something
But
like
no, keep your thoughts and your comments positive. All right. Well, thoughts are basically what you think. So if you're thinking something, like in a cartoon when there's an idea in a bubble over a person's head, that is what they are thinking of.
Oh,
And that is their thought. You see it?
I saw the bubble.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to have for dinner. That is their thought. All right. So it's basically what you think. Now, of course, you can't touch it or feel it. It's not a real thing. But if you just said, ooh, I had a thought, it's kind of like saying I had an idea. I was thinking of something, and now I will explain it to you.
Right. And a comment is something that you say, or you could write it, that gives an opinion or explains something or explains somebody. Right? So, for example, you can say, Tom left a comment on the website.
Oh, people do that all the time, right?
So
Comments.
it's basically you're just saying what you think.
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't have to be through your mouth. You could write it down. But I think in this situation, Mom doesn't want him saying anything negative.
I see. She wants
it to be positive.
positive thoughts and positive comments. Because, of course, you can think or you can say or write as a comment anything you want. It could be good or it could be bad. Think of a YouTube video you might watch. If you like it, you might write, great video, I want to see more. That would be a positive comment. You're saying a good thing, you're showing what you like about something, you're talking about the excellent, good, wonderful things about something. The opposite, this is a terrible video and you should never make any more.
I know. Negative.
That's negative. That's kind of mean or bad or looking at the bad things, criticizing things. So basically, have happy, friendly, good thoughts and make happy, friendly, positive comments at dinner time.
Which makes sense because we want to keep things positive for the new year.
Right.
We don't want to start off in a negative way, right?
I agree. And when you have dinner with people and they're in a good mood and talking about happy things, it's easier to have a happy time for everyone.
You know what would be very positive? A nice little break.
I think that's a great idea. Let's take a break and then we'll come back with an even better, more positive attitude about our great dialogue. It is a great dialogue. It's wonderful.
It's fantastic.
So good.
I know. Bad thoughts and comments bring bad luck.
I know that you know, but sometimes you forget. Also, don't eat everything on your plate.
Right. I should leave little bites for good luck. However, the food is so good. I don't want to waste it.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm feeling pretty darn positive.
You're feeling good?
I'm feeling good.
Hopeful and happy about the future?
I'm feeling good, not only in the way I'm talking, but inside my head.
Wow.
I'm feeling positive.
It's a happy place inside your head.
Yeah, well, before the break, we found out that Alan sometimes doesn't have a lot of happy, positive thoughts. Some of the things that he says are not so positive.
Maybe he's too serious when people are just trying to have fun.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not really sure. But anyway, Vicky's mom wanted to make sure that Vicky told Alan, keep things positive.
That's right. They're, of course, having a big family dinner for Chinese New Year. When you have people come together, you want everyone in a happy, good mood. And also, it's a special time of the year when luck is quite important. So that's another reason for Alan to try to have positive thoughts and comments, but he realizes this. He understands that he can't go in and go, oh, well, the environment's really bad and there are many wars going on around. No, we don't want to hear that.
The food doesn't look good this year.
No, the mienga was bigger last year, or something like that. But he knows that. He knows he needs to be in a happy, positive mood. He says, I know. Bad thoughts and comments bring bad luck. Not only will it kind of ruin the mood and the feeling of the happy party, but at Chinese New Year, you're kind of asking for more bad luck if you have these negative thoughts and comments.
So in Chinese culture, that's what you believe.
Interesting.
If you have negative thoughts, you're going to bring negative or bad luck.
Interesting. We don't really do that in the West, but we do talk about the Christmas spirit, right? It's about giving and sharing and kindness, not so much about luck, but about having the right emotions for this happy holiday.
Positivity.
Positive emotions.
Okay, so Vicky says, I know that you know, but sometimes you forget.
Okay.
Also, don't eat everything on your plate.
Don't eat everything on your plate. Okay, but if you eat everything on your plate, it shows you really like the food.
That's what I think.
That's a good thing,
If
right?
you clean your plate, that to me shows the person who cooked the food that you love it.
Yum, yum, yum. So good, I ate it all. But there's another little tradition here. Alan explains, right, he says, like kind of, I know, yes, I should leave little bites for good luck. So do leave little bits of the different foods you have. Leave a little bit of each one there for good luck. However, he says, the food is so good, I don't want to waste it. It does feel like you're missing out on the delicious food if you do leave these little bites. But maybe for this special meal, a little bite can bring a lot of luck.
So a bite is just a small piece of food that you could bite from a larger piece. So it's just a little bit of food, right?
Exactly right.
Like, for example, you can say, hey, can I have a bite of your pizza?
Sure, absolutely.
You are a great guy.
No problem. I don't want to waste my pizza. I'm already quite full. Because to waste something is to not use something and to kind of throw it away. When you could have used it, you could have saved it, or you could have just taken less in the beginning, because waste means no one will end up using it. It will probably end up going in the garbage or just sort of fading away when it could have been used by people. If you waste time on, playing with your phone when you should be studying, you can't get that time back.
Nope.
And if you waste food, well, you paid for it, you bought it, you cooked it, but you won't eat it. I won't give it to someone. I'll just throw it away. It's a waste, or I am wasting. I am getting rid of things that could have been used in a better way.
Waste, bad.
Right.
Right? Okay.
Exactly right. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've come to the end of day 2.
Okay.
But guess what?
What?
We still have one more day.
That's true, we do. There's many exciting and fun things to do after dinner.
Of course, there's some traditions and things that also happen during Chinese New Year after you've got a full belly.
That's right. So let's eat our big meal and then have a good night's sleep and meet back here tomorrow for things like fireworks and other fun stuff.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Vicky and Alan are about to sit down to the family dinner.
Before we eat, Mom asked me to remind you about some things.
Why didn't she tell me herself?
She was busy preparing the fish, radish cake, and everything else.
So, what did she say?
She said to keep your thoughts and comments positive.
I know. Bad thoughts and comments bring bad luck.
I know that you know, but sometimes you forget. Also, don't eat everything on your plate.
Right. I should leave little bites for good luck. However, the food is so good. I don't want to waste it.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 thought 名词，想法、见解。The manager shared her thoughts on the new project. 经理分享了他对新专案的想法。下一个单字 comment 名词，言论、意见。Ruby made a comment on my report. Ruby 对我的报告发表了意见。下一个单字 positive 形容词，正向的、乐观的。It's important to stay positive during tough times. 在困难时期，保持乐观是很重要的。Tough 指的是困难的。最后一个单字 waste 动词，浪费。Don't waste food. Take only what you can eat. 不要浪费食物，只拿你能吃的量。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 somebody is about to 加动词，某人即将做某事。About 是副词，意思是即将、正要。我们来看看这个例句。We are about to leave for the airport. 我们即将出发去机场。下一个文法 A reminds B about something. A 提醒 B 某件事、某事物。Remind 是一个动词，意思是提醒、使记得。我们来看看这个例句。David reminded me about the meeting tomorrow. David 提醒我明天要开会。最后一个文法 Somebody is busy 加 VING 某人忙着做某事。Busy 是形容词，意思是忙于什么的，忙碌的。我们来看看这个例句。Cindy is busy cleaning the house. Cindy 正忙着打扫房子。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Hey, Winnie, what are you up to this weekend?
Nothing much.
Well, are you down for something cool?
I guess it depends on what it is.
I got tickets to your favorite magician.
Oh, Chris Angel? Let's work on our translations. Our topic of the day is making invitations. Okay, so our first one is 你明天要干嘛? How do we say that in English?
What will you do tomorrow?
What would you do tomorrow?
Okay.
What would you do tomorrow?
Okay, what would you do tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? Okay. 有什么安排吗?
Anything to do?
Okay.
Any schedule? I think is, do you have any plan?
Very good.
Do you have any arrangements?
Okay.
Do you have any plan?
Yeah,
Okay,
nice.
very good. Or, yeah, do you have anything special going on tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you planned anything tomorrow?
Yeah, very
Any
good.
schedule?
Yeah.
You can say schedule. Nice.
Very good. Yeah. All right. So, what did we learn today?
The topic of today's translation is making invitations. Our first phrase is, what are you up to tomorrow? To be up to something basically means to be doing something or to be busy. So simply put, it's another way of asking, what are you doing? Our next phrase is, are you down for something? In the sentence, to be down for something is referring to agreeing or promising to do something. It's something that has been planned or arranged. So if someone is inviting someone else to do something or go somewhere, they can reply with, I'm down, which means you're agreeing to the invitation. And that's all of our translations for today. Kiwi later!